Hey everyone, I just wanted to say a few words about Ronald McDonald House and why it is that I am so passionate about this organization. For those of you who don't know, when Elliot was born 3.5 years ago, he was born with a heart defect that we didn't know about, and he had to be helicoptered to a children's hospital. And while he was there for about 2 weeks, we stayed at a Ronald McDonald House next to the hospital. That allowed us to basically be at his bedside all day long without having to travel home to do basic necessities like take a shower and have a hot meal and change your clothes, do some laundry, basic things that if we had to leave him for any amount of time to go home and do, we probably wouldn't have done it. We wouldn't have done these basic things. Even sleeping in like a bed rather than in an uncomfortable hospital chair were probably basic needs that we wouldn't have done because we wouldn't have wanted to leave his side for that amount of time. Having Ronald McDonald House there allowed us to be basically a parking lot away, across the parking lot, if anything came up and we needed to be at his side. You know, it was the hugest blessing in the world. The amount of things that they just handled for us is just unbelievable. So when I heard that they were opening a children's hospital in Stony Brook and that they were looking to build a Ronald McDonald House there, I instantly jumped on board for the advisory board and said, how can I help? What can I do to make this happen? Because I know what a vital resource it is for these families. You get slapped in the face by a diagnosis that you never saw coming for your child, and you need to be there for them. They need you there for your own sanity. You need to be there, and Ronald McDonald House takes so much stress off of these families by just letting them be close by all the time. You don't have to worry that you're going to go home and shower and something's going to happen and you won't be there. You're across the parking lot. You're right there with a Ronald McDonald House if something happens. And in order for that resource to be there for these families, somebody has to come first. Someone like us has to come first to provide the funds, to donate, to make sure that these things are there. Today, the way I'm looking to provide resources is through a book drive. Books are so important. It's so important. It's important for young children's brain development. These NICU babies, so many families that come are NICU babies like we were, to read to those babies. It's so important to their brain development at that early stage. It's important for the parents to lower their stress when they're sitting there reading to their children. It helps you feel like you can do something. For older kids, it's a way to keep the family bonded when you're reading to your children, when you're reading as a family. It's a way for those children who are stuck in a hospital bed to escape into these stories for a little while. And it's important to keep those educational skills up while they're out of school because they're sick and in a hospital. I mean, there's so many important things that books provide for these kids and for these families. And today, this is the way I'm looking to help out, to be there for Ronald McDonald House. There's so many other things that I do, but this is what I'm doing right now. And part of what I'm doing coming up to Father's Day, I'm looking to do this in honor of my father, who passed away in January. He always so generously supported me when I was raising funds for these things, whether it was the hospital that Elliot received treatment at, whether it was Ronald McDonald House, all these things that I supported because I was grateful. He was grateful too, and he supported that, and so generously. So I'm doing this in honor of him as well, coming up to Father's Day. So for those of you who knew him and loved him, I hope that you'll contribute. I set a really big goal, $5,000, and Usborne Books and More, the publisher that I work with on these projects, they donate another 50% in free books for that. So if we get $5,000 in donations, that means we'll have $7,500 of books to donate to Ronald McDonald House. I really hope you'll all participate. If you can do $5, $10, $25 or more, if you can be more generous, that would be amazing. The link is above this. It's a PayPal pool that I'm doing because that way there's no fees. So all the money will go straight there. We don't have to pay taxes on this because it's Ronald McDonald House is, a charity, so we don't have to pay taxes on the books. There's no shipping. Usborne does free shipping for these book drives. So all the money goes straight to buying books, all of it. So please donate. Please be generous, because you never know when it's going to be your family or a child that you love that needs these resources. If you live in Suffolk County, a child you love at some point, the worst could happen. So I hope you'll donate. And like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I'm open-hearted about this. I'll tell you more. Message me, make a comment. But I hope you'll donate. Thank you.